It's been a mix of league and cup action last week against Gloucester and Squires. How happy are you with those games?
Really pleased. It was a good workout for us on Tuesday. It's a competition that we want to do well in. I said on Saturday, there's no point going into any competition just to disregard it and think it's something that you don't want to do well in. We're in the competition, so why can't we go and win it like we have done the last couple of years? So Squires Tuesday offered us a decent test. Had some decent players on the night, know the manager well, and they're quite well drilled. But we've played some good stuff. We're trying to work on all aspects of our play, and we're showing evidence of that. We're scoring goals from set plays, we're scoring goals on the counter attack. We're playing better with the ball now, after only scratching the surface of in possession stuff since I've been here. We've gone from trying to make us a little bit more solid and difficult to beat. But as I say, we're trying to do all bits of our game with and without the ball, set plays for and against, all the psychological stuff, all that, and we're seeing good evidence of that. And as I say, there was a turnaround of 5 or 6 players on Tuesday from Saturday, so it was a great exercise in that respect, because we're coming into a very busy period now with a lot of Saturday-Tuesday games. So as I say, give us an opportunity to get minutes into players, because we're going to need them over this busy period. So it was a big win for us on Saturday. The manner in which it come, it was great for us. No better time to get a win in the time that we did. And I think on Tuesday was a good solid performance as well. And yeah, on the night we could have scored a lot more. I think we hit the woodwork probably 3 times or something. But as I say, it was a difficult test for us, because they are different games, less crowd. They've got everything to prove and everything to gain. When you're on a bit of a hiding and often because you're expected to win, and if you do, well, so what? And if you don't, then you're open to criticism. So as I say, it was a good workout for us. Been a big week for us. A good win in the cup, good win in the league, and hopefully we can continue that come this weekend.
Yeah, you touched on Tuesday, give you an opportunity to give some minutes to those who haven't featured as much recently. Has it give you any selection headaches coming into the weekend's fixture?
Well, we want players chomping at the bit. We want everyone pushing each other. So, if there is anyone in the team at the minute, the team's been, obviously we've lost Tyler Walton to an injury, which killed us, because he's been fantastic since he's been at the club. We've still got Jordan Archer coming back, and we've had 1 or 2 little bits of suspension and illness, etc. Adam Anston's injury at Morpeth. But you want players, pushing each other. They all want to get in that starting 11. We're in a good run of form. The feel good factor is great at the minute, and everyone's got to keep hold of that and keep driving it forward. But ultimately, you need pressure in all positions. So we don't want anyone thinking, well, I'm guaranteed to play at the weekend because there's no one else breathing down my neck. So with those players that might not have featured as much over the last, certainly since the time I've been at the club, they've got to keep right on top of the game and get under my nose to try and force their way into that starting 11. But it is important, that whatever team is on that team sheet of any match day, there is starters and there is finishers as well. And I think what we have had is players who've come off the bench and affected the game in the right manner. I'll go back recently to Jack Bainbridge coming on at Bishop Stortford and getting the winner for us. If his mindset's not right, he doesn't come on and score as the winner, we get a point instead of 3. So that's why everyone should be focused, everyone should be ready mentally and physically. The game can change in any one moment. Tyler Walton probably played every game since I've been here, and then goes and gets injured on the Thursday leading up to a game on the Saturday. So suddenly he was out and someone had to come into his position. So the game changes dead quick. So everyone needs to be ready. It does give you a little bit more headaches because there was some strong performances on Tuesday. But as I say, that's what we want. We want to make my job harder to pick a team come Saturday.
Yeah, I noticed tonight and previously you've taken quite an analytic point of view on training, looking at past games and points where you can improve on. Is that something you've been trying to do, bring parts of your full-time game into the part-time environment we've got?
100%, yeah. You can't come into a club and just rip everything up and go, this is what we're going to do, because no one can just switch it on and off and go from one extreme to the other. I've said in the past, Liam's built a team as his way of working. He's built a team of honest people. He said that before coming to the club. The staff are good people, they're honest, they're hard working, and the players are. just haven't got going for whatever reason. But since I've come in, I'm working with Andy, I think we've just tried to drip feed, certain bits. First thing we did was out of possession stuff, going away ahead of it. They're going to have a lot of the ball. How can we make ourselves, more harder to beat? How can we be more robust as a team? I think we've shown evidence of that. Then how can we hurt teams? Well, I think we've touched on counter-attacking, and we look good on the counter-attack. And then, there's been little issues around set plays, etc. So we've put a structure in place around our set plays against. We've found details within them structures that we're working to each, whenever we do. We've done a full session on it the other Saturday when we had no cup game. We touch on it all the time. We put information up on the board. We showed them on the analysis just to try and get that 1-2% better each time. And to be fair, we've done well, in that department of late. So that'll be tested again on Saturday. Peter were a very strong physical side. The last questions of us defensively. And what we've tried to do now with the ball is other areas where we can improve, and that was with the ball, in general, in possession. What can we do from middle to final third? How can we create more goals? How can we score more goals? And I think we're one of the top, if not the top scorers in the division after the last 5 games or so, some were saying. So, the proof's in the pudding there. It's going well, but all it is we've had a little run of results. But, it stands for nothing at such an early stage in the season. We've got a lot of work to do. We want to get better. We want to get higher than what we already are in the division. And we certainly don't want to be looking behind us and going backwards into that position that we found ourselves in 5-6 weeks ago. So it is important that we try and improve in all aspects of our play. And so far, so good. We are doing that. And I think the proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, you mentioned that, looking ahead to the weekend. It's a trip to Peterborough Sports, another tough test. But like every game in this league it is. I'm sure you're looking forward to getting going again and another chance to get 3 points on the board. Yeah,
another big journey for us. A little bit less than Kings Lynn and Bishop Stortford, but still a very long journey for us on a Saturday morning. But yeah, listen, they've done all right. I've looked over them. They've won the last game. They've got players who can hurt you. Big Michael Gash has been doing it for years. Kane Felix, a player that I've seen in the past at Darlington, and at the level. More of a little and large type combination. Got other players in reserve. They have a certain way of playing, they have a certain structure. And like I say, every week you'd expect whoever you're coming up against, but we're in good form, so we don't need to fear anyone. We will be wary of them, and we will be, doing our due diligence and making sure that we try our best to know the strengths and weaknesses of Peterborough. And likewise, I'm sure they're doing the same about us. So we'll look forward to it like we always do. We'll go with one mindset, and that's to try and win the game. If that doesn't happen, then we hopefully will still be unbeaten come 5 o'clock on Saturday night and keep our little run going and that momentum building. So with all systems go, we've won the last couple away from home, in decent fashion as well. So as I say, that's what we're going to try and do on Saturday, but we know it'll be a tough task, but one that we're really looking forward to.
And just to end on the support, went away to Bishop Stortford, backed by a great crowd, great following. Then coming home to Gloucester City, there was a big 1,000+ crowd in. How much does that help the team, and can you message supporters ahead of this weekend's game? Yeah,
it's massive. Anyone will tell you that the more fans you get and the more vocal they are, the better atmosphere it works well. So we had a great following away at Bishop Stortford. It was I remember it being a very nice day, and everyone having a drink behind a goal, and in the fashion in which we won coming from behind, it was superb scoring those goals in front of them. So, my hat went off to him on the day. I said that in my post-match interview, to get up at like 5-6 o'clock in the morning, or earlier, to get a 5 or 6 o'clock train to get down there and put all their energy and their hard-earned cash into coming and supporting their club. They deserve every bit of appreciation from myself, the staff and the players in the club, because that's a serious shift by them. So I'm sure we'll get the same this weekend away from home. But as you say, Gloucester on Saturday, 1,300 I think it was, wasn't
it? Yeah. So
I remember coming recently to a game against Chorley before I got the job, and I think there was only 800-900 there, and Chorley had a decent following. So it's obvious if you're doing well and things are going your way and you're winning games, people start coming back, and we've got to make sure that we continue to represent the club and represent the town in the right manner. And if we do that, I'm sure people will get behind us and back us, and that's what we want to do. We want to get more people through the gate, more bums on seats, and hopefully we can continue to win more games of football, and everyone will be happy for it. So they're a massive part of any club. You know, they've been superb since I've come to the club, and long may it continue.